Well, hello again, and welcome to Roland's Reviews. We're back again, continuing to talk about this ongoing saga. Unfortunately, it is not improving. It is continuing to decline. How you doing, Andrew, Jermaine? As you fill up the chat room, folks, please go ahead and hit that little thumb, that like button. Love you too, Andrew. Thank you, dear. Those of you who have the various forms of social media like Facebook, Instagram, other forms of social media, share this content out, folks. So when as you see these things start to filter into your neighborhoods, you'll say, "Hey, that's what that lady was talking about." All right, how you doing, Tina, Jacqueline, everyone? As you fill up the chat room, glad to have you here. So if you're familiar with this topic, go ahead and type it in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Some of you, how you doing, Rhonda, were asking for my Cash App information, so I've already supplied that for you. But wanted to share this. But before we get into it, I have a little short video. I want to play the audio for you. Now you can actually watch this video. You know how we do. I always, if I play an audio or a video for you, I also share it down in the comment section up under the description box. How you doing, Gina from the Joe Blue Sports Report? So if you're familiar with this topic, go ahead. All right, from the Bay Area, Jacqueline. All right. All right, California. I think Gina. I have a couple of you from the grand state of California. Glad to have all of you here. Yeah, DeSantis dropped out. Okay, yeah. So listen to this audio clip. I have those of you just coming in. I shared the entire video in the description box. How you doing, Darnell? So listen to this audio clip. Tell me what your thoughts are, and then we're going to discuss this topic, okay? Because this is coming to a town near you.
Oh, you definitely can't make this up. Somebody in there? No matter how many times we call Child Protective Service or NYPD, they don't show up. We can't physically go into that trailer with children in there. We cannot physically lock the trailer because children are in there. And we definitely can't drive away with the trailer because children are in there, as you can see. We went to the Migrant Shelter to figure out what's going on in there to make these guys want to live in the trailer, like someone suggested in my comment section. We went there. Someone there basically told us that these people are coming inside the shelter with 4 to 5 hot plates and cooking with them running simultaneously. The problem with that is it's tripping the circuit breaker in the hotel, which causes a blackout, which is a security issue. When the city goes in to do an inspection and they see these hot plates, they throw them away. When they threw the hot plates away, these people got in their feelings and they bounced. They dipped out of the hotel on their own free will, and now they're living in my uncle's trailer. The problem with that now is that we can't get them out due to political legalities. We just got to sit here and just wait. You see, they playing lotto and all type of stuff, all losing tickets. So they don't really have a clue what they're doing. They're in the migrant shelter trying to be Chef Boyardee. Want to cook in the people's place so they can go sell food on construction sites. Come on, bro. There's nothing going on. The people in the shelter told us that they're living like kings. They got cable TV, rec room, video games, people coming for counseling, all type of stuff that the homeless do not get.
So as you saw there, he went upon his uncle's.
Now, for those of you wondering, we're talking about a tractor trailer that people use to make money. It's their job to drive. You see them on the interstates. So I want you to check out the video. If you're familiar with this story, type in the comment section, folks. So what they've done, if you were here, so they were leaving the hotel. They had all these hot plates, and I'm not an electrician, but they were bringing all these hot plates into the hotel and cooking. That was against the rules, and it was tripping the breakers. So let me get into this. So New York immigrants squatting in people's trucks, property. And those of you, how you doing, Eric? Those of you who don't know the laws, if you've never been a landlord, I have. The laws are not on the side of the person who actually owns the property. Okay. It is not. It's actually on the side of squatters and people who don't pay their rent on time or who don't pay you at all. It takes forever to get people out of or off of your property. And you have to look, each state's laws are different. So anyway, again, we're talking about like an 18-wheeler, the trailers that you see on 18-wheelers. So Mayor Eric Adams of New York issued a stark warning to NYC, New York residents. He said there's going to be more of a surge of illegal immigrants that's going to be converging on the city within the next 2 months. Folks, they are coming in droves. So because we know that the border is not secured. Mayor Adams said that this is due to the actions of the Republican Governor Greg Abbott, who's busing the immigrants to NYC. Well, you asked for them. How you doing, Mo Dollars? You asked for them. You have them. So watch what you ask for, because when you get it, you might not want it. And that's, I think it's a case of buyer's remorse. You did this, listening to the Soros and that crowd and the other puppets. And now New York City looks like a third world country. Andrew, see Chicago's Johnson go to the hospital for panic attack. Right, Andrew? He asked for all of that. He's going to have more than that before it's over with. Ruby said, when will the insanity stop? It won't stop until we get Jim Crow Joe out of the White House. So anyway, all this is going on. So they're blaming Governor Abbott, Texas, Arizona, and I've talked to people who live there. They've been dealing with these issues for years. So now some of these cities who, come on now, you see, it's not a cakewalk. So remember, Mayor Adams had a falling out with the Biden administration when he was asking them for help. I think he asked them for help like 10 times. Next thing we know, he's under investigation. So for something with some money, with a turkey or something. So that tells you that's why Chicago mayor, he doesn't want that smoke. So that tells you go to the Biden administration complaining, the FBI is going to be kicking your door in. So you need to shut your mouth. That's basically what that's saying, indirectly, of course. So according to Adams, Biden administration is ignoring them. So illegal immigrants commandeered someone's trailer. Those of you just coming in, basically now the trailer was locked, so they had to break in to get into the trailer. Now, again, I'm talking about a trailer that you see pulled on the back of an 18-wheeler. So basically they're squatting. They entered the trailer illegally, totally illegally. Okay. So why are they taking over other people's property? And again, you can't, even though it's your property, you can't go and remove them. You'll wind up in jail. I know this. The laws are not on your side. Again, I've owned rental property, and you see people in court all the time. If someone doesn't pay their rent and people try to go and put people out, you can't do that. Even with foreclosures, banks, a foreclosure can go on for almost up to 2 years. It takes forever to get people off of your property. So type what you think about this. How you doing, Lola, in the comment section. So the people were bringing, again, those of you just coming in, bringing all these hot plates, and that was tricking the circuit breaker. So they got angry because when the inspections team would go in, they would find all these hot plates and throw them out because, again, that's a safety hazard. So anyway, the people would become upset and leave. And of course, it's wintertime. Where are you going to go? So they started, they're taking over people's property. Now, this has been going on in California and Arizona, all the southwestern states primarily. And they started just squatting. That's the correct term. So the man can have the people. If those of you who were here, you heard me play the audio. He said he can't have the people removed due to legal and political issues and reasons. So they're causing a mess. And once you guys click on that video that I shared, it's up under the description box when I end this live. It's the very first video up under utilized videos. They're causing a mess. They're buying lotto tickets, but remember, they're getting thousands of dollars every month. I mean, you should see the trash outside. Thank you so much, partner, for the super chat. You should see the trash outside of the trailer where they're just buying all lotto. You'll see it in the video. Oh my God, it's amazing. And they were cooking, and what they were doing was trying to cook. How you doing, Shelly? Greetings. Cooking, and then they wanted to go take this food and sell it at the construction sites. Guys, the homeless Americans don't receive any of these amenities. So in the shelters and in the hotels, these people are getting. Now I don't know about you guys. I cut the cord with cable years ago because it's a ripoff. Because you're paying for a bunch of channels you don't watch. If you like me, there are only actually 2 or 3 channels that you actually watch, but you're paying for 200 channels. I got rid of it. It's a ripoff. It's a con job. And so they have, I mean, and it's in this video, they have cable TV, recreation rooms, video games, free counseling. I'll take all of that. They're living like kings and queens. If I miss your comment, guys, charge it to my head, not my heart. When there's a lot of people in the chat room, sometimes I may miss a comment, but I'll try to do my best, okay? And so in God's hands, this city is in a big mess. In God's hands, tell me where you live, dear. Thank you. Because there are a lot of these cities that are in a mess right now. Ruby from Jordan, since this is a tractor trailer, this should be right. Ruby, if you or me or another American citizen breaks into someone's trailer or home or property, we're going to jail. Oh my God, what the heck? Andrew said, perfect video. This video this morning, Texas. Is one of the side of razor wire having. Yeah, Texas is putting up razor wire. Hey, put up razor wire, whatever you need to do. This has got to stop. Having staring contests with a dozen illegals standing in water on the other side. Yeah, Andrew knows what's going on. Andrew gets it. If that was my trailer, they would be out. $20 to each. 8 people can go a long way. Yeah, just say, hey, but that's sad. That's your property. And again, obviously, that's the young man that was talking. It was his uncle's trailer. That's how he drives to make a living. And there's several people living, and he can't even make money to pay his bills because all these people have commandeered and are squatting in his trailer. That's crazy. In God's hands, the good thing, Trump is winning big. 1 more year to go with this headache. Yeah, it's almost over. The nightmare is almost over. If Biden's back in there, guys, you can kiss this country goodbye. It will be over. Thank you so much, partner, for the super chat. In God's hands, you live in Brooklyn. Oh my God. Tell us what you have witnessed with your own eyeballs. Thank you, dear. Darnell, it's bad in Manhattan and the Bronx. Yes, Darnell. Even Midtown Manhattan looks a mess. Yeah, and guys, those of you who've been on the channel for a while, I think I've told you, I used to live in New York. No, thank you. I live in North Carolina now. I think I'll stay here. Chef Finest Wine. No, we need a good president. Please. Yeah. He's got Jim Crow Joe has got to go. It's a mess. So anyway, I've been looking at videos. It's so disheartening of Americans. I've been looking at a lot of videos of Americans on the subways in New York that are homeless. And of course, it's cold, guys. And they are on the subway sleeping, and passengers who are riding the trains are having to stand up. Why can't we help them? Why would you help non-citizens first? Thank you for the super chat, Shelly Ann. Do you think this invasion? Shelly, this is totally by design. This is a whole new voting block. That's all this is about. And it's also illegal immigrants, the ones who do get jobs, they're going to work. They don't mind working for low wages. Okay. Americans, you're going to have to pay a decent livable wage, and you're going to have to get, health insurance benefits. All of those are important. So yeah, this is by design. This is by plan. And if you look at the statistics, folks, so far as, Black Americans and other people of color, they are saying they're going to sit this election out. They are not voting for Biden. So again, this is totally by design. And I fully believe they're doing this on purpose. Yes, I do. So anyway, tell me what you think in the comment section. Andrew says, my friends and family will have a party in that trailer after eating a load of cabbage, beans, and rice. Okay, Andrew. Ruby, I was in New York at Christmas time. Human excrement on the street. Ruby, yes. It is a mess. Oh my God. And I haven't even talked about, now I mentioned before in some prior videos about crime. They are sending their children. Oh my God. Before I came on, if you guys want me to delve into this a little deeper, they're sending their children into stores and they're stealing. They're going to people's homes, begging for, it's a mess. Why are they taking over people's property? So anyway, tell me what you think. I just don't know where we go from here. I just, again, me having, lived in New York, it's very, very disheartening that it's turned into a third world country. Again, I told you guys to be wary of all of the tricks that they're going and the ploys and the gaslighting that is to come. It's already started. Your vote counts. They're trying to make it so that these non-citizens, these illegal immigrants, can vote. That's a whole new voting block, folks. And so some illegal immigrants are living in American homes. They're stealing food, clothes. They're knocking on doors, begging for money. And they get these free, I was watching a video, they get these free phones from the Biden administration. And it's already programmed in English where they're asking, when they have to send their children knocking on the doors, it's in English where they're asking for money. Unbelievable. Andrew, hit that like, or what Andrew said, hit that like, or Chris Christie and Pritzer will raid your kitchen tonight. Andrew, that's right. Threaten them, Andrew. Love it. So anyway, yeah, they have free phones from Biden and they're robbing stores. Now, again, in the impoverished communities, and I'm going to do a video on that. Some of you, if you know what I'm talking about, type in the excuse me, the comment section. A lot of these stores, and I don't blame them, they're not making money. Now, this was even before this illegal immigrant problem started. If you've seen these videos, these people just going in Walmart, other stores, and just walking out, I mean, with thousands of dollars worth of stuff, merchandise. And, when the business finally gets fed up and leaves, everyone starts crying racism. You're leaving the Black community. They're not making any money. Now, there is one, I was telling you guys about one place. I forgot where it was because I've seen so many videos. The people in that community, they're standing guard. And when they see people trying to come in there and steal, they stop it themselves because they know when those jobs leave that community, or when that business shuts down, not everyone has transportation, folks. Ruby says, I was told non-citizens can vote in local elections in New York. Ruby, they're trying to make it so that they can't. All of these sanctuary cities, that's their goal. And that's frightening. Kathy, Andrew, I promise I hit the like button. And those of you who are in the chat section now, glad to have you here. Share this on your various forms of social media. Let people know this upcoming election is one of the most important of this decade. I'm telling you, if you don't get out and voice your opinion, you're not going to recognize America in the next few years. So let me play a little more of this video. I'm going to check your comments in the comment section.
Trailer that hooks to a truck, and migrants somehow got into it, and they have taken refuge there. Now, as he explained it, they probably were in a shelter, which sounds like it was pretty nice, right? Because as he also said, they get cable and all kind of stuff, a lot of amenities that homeless people are not getting. But for whatever reason, they were not able to use. And he said the reason, their hot plates And he said they had like 2 and 3 and 4 of them at a time going as they were cooking. And it sounds like too that they were using the hot plates, the food they were making rather, to go out and sell the food. But the hotels is like, y'all can't do that here. Because for one, it does cause a power surge if y'all are doing that kind of stuff, and it causes the power to go out. And so I guess they didn't want to do that. And so they're going other places like his uncle's trailer, and they have turned it into a home. Now, as he also said, we can't kick them out because for one, they have children, and I guess it's some sort of laws or something there. And so basically migrants are taking it upon themselves to go commandeer people's property, even if it's a trailer, right, and live there. Now, in one particular video that he took, he showed a migrant child. I guess they made a hammock under the trailer, and they're swinging in the hammock as if it's a toy or something. And so he also showed how they are buying things like lotto tickets. And in one particular case, they bought a Mercedes with the money that they are getting from, cities like New York City. Because, of course, that migrants, they've gotten a lot of things like money and housing and just a whole bunch of stuff, right? And so instead of, I guess, maybe going to get a house or something, they're buying Mercedes and lotto tickets. And he says clearly they ain't winning because I believe those were what you saw on the floor there were scratched off lotto tickets. And so, yeah, it's going to get a lot worse. Now, I don't know if y'all saw that video that came out a couple of days ago where there was like thousands, from what it looked like, right, of migrants that were coming over to the United States. It was droves of them. So, yeah, it's going to get worse. And people like Governor Greg Abbott, he's like, y'all can't stay here. Y'all can't stay here. So he is busing them. Now in Chicago, Mayor Johnson was like, you know what? If y'all bring the migrants here, we're going to impound the buses. And so that's what they started to do because they told the busing companies or the charter bus companies, y'all need to, sign up with us and get permission and all this other stuff before you drop them off. But it's like the charter bus companies are caught in the middle of the Republican governors and the mayors who were saying you can't bring them here, and then the Republican governors is like, oh yeah, watch us, right? And so they're also flying them there, and then Governor Greg Abbott was like, okay, bet I can't put them on the bus going to Chicago. I'll put them on the train. So Greg Abbott is basically saying they're not going to stay here. Mm-mm. They're going to go with you guys.
Right.
So anyway, as we know, that is a policy of the Democrats, specifically the Biden administration. They got rid of Title 42. That was under the Trump administration that was put in place during the COVID, basically saying that people cannot come over to here, the United States, because for one, we don't want the COVID. That's when it was really big at the time, right? It was,
and you guys remember that. And it's only about a minute and a half left for that video. Again, you can watch it in its entirety in the description. It's in the description box up under the video. But again, folks, now you're doing all this for non-citizens. Why can't America? I mean, and I've watched videos. The streets of New York, as well as other large metropolitan cities, are full of homeless Americans, veterans. Nothing for you, okay? Why can't American citizens receive these resources? Because I told you, I've answered some comments, and people are telling me this is an anti-immigrant channel, and that can't be further from the truth. But I am for American citizens first. And so, again, if you guys remember, Mayor Adams was thinking about asking American citizens to let these people, and he was going to pay them a stipend to let these people stay in their homes. You don't know anything about these people because they haven't been vetted. And with all these crimes that are being committed, heck no. No. And so tell me what you think in the comment section, guys. Let me see if I can catch some of your comments. Why do you think they're doing this? Darnell, they're doing this. This is a whole new voting block, and it's cheap labor for those that get jobs. But hey, they're not working now, and they're getting free money and free housing, free phones, free cable, video games. Oh my God. So yeah. Okay, so let me see what else. Andrew says, here in Massachusetts, we need more of Joy Chinball's illegal free homes with years of free utilities and food. Spread the word. Okay, Andrew, I need to move to Massachusetts. I didn't know. Oh my goodness. I've been paying for things all these years. John says, hello from Houston, Texas. Worst thing is their court dates are 8 to 10 years away. They'll have babies by then, and under DACA, you can't deport them even if their asylum claims are false. That's a very good point, John. And that's why, if you look at all of these people aren't seeking asylum, they're not. Some of them are coming through 4, 5, 6 other countries to get here. They're coming here for the freebies, folks. Let's just call it what it is. Let me see. And Andrew, last of critical Boston Walgreens is leaving. A minister tried doing a protest. Media doesn't make a peep about that. Of course not. Oh, God, I can't. Chef Finest Wine said it's sad. It's only going to get worse. Yes, partner. Kathy Fry said, yes, ma'am. Andrew, audio. Okay, thank you. Avales, plus, my mother lives in Brooklyn, New York. She lives alone. Some Mexican man came knocking on her door in his underwear. My mom is 91 years old. Ouch. I'm going to say, Avales, I want to say.
It's skincare month.
Hold on one second. I want to say, I hope that she did not open her door. Hopefully, because that's a scary situation. Again, guys, these people have not been vetted. And I told you from one of my earlier videos, Venezuela unlocked their jails and told them to run to the border. And the crime uptick, folks, you know, Chicago doesn't need any more crime. They are doing well. Thank you. Chicago, all of these sanctuary cities, it's awful. Let me see. Chef Finest Wine said, is Trump really going to send them back? He said he's putting them on buses and shipping them, taking them back. Finest Wine, that's what he said. In God's hands, I see it single day here in Brooklyn. Long lines everywhere applying for shelter, sending their kids on the train to sell candy and beg for money. Y'all, okay, so In God's Hands actually does see it in real time. So, you know, I'm not making this up. Avales, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. Gina, wow, this is a hot mess. Yes, Gina, it is. It's awful. Ruby from Joyland, I'm not anti-immigration. I am anti-illegal immigration. Right, because you're breaking the law. We as American citizens break the law, we're thrown in jail. They're breaking all kinds of laws. Nothing's happening. I'm with you, Ruby. James says the violence is breaking out now in the shelters. Right, James? There are assaults. There are even murders. They're not, you know, I have to really dig deep. They're not showing us the true numbers as far as the offenses that are occurring in those camps, in those shelters. They are not. Okay, let me see. Where am I? Wow. In God's hands, they are economic migrants. Yeah, so some of them said they're seeking asylum. Again, some of them are from fresh out of jail. I mean, God only knows the criminals that have entered this country. Okay, Andrew gave us a number here. 451 trillion cost to taxpayers. Couldn't carry all that money in 100 bills. No, you sure can. How you doing, LL? Lady Libra, glad to have you here. Lions Pride, still listening. Thank you. Gina, Andrew, 8+1 rhinos voted 11-13 to keep Mayorkas, and not a one has yet explained why they voted that way. And they won't, Andrew, they won't. So hey, what are you going to do? Lions Pride, I don't believe Trump will do anything. If he does, it won't be in a tasteful way. He claims he can fix it, but didn't when he was in office. Okay. Avales Plus, most are coming for the American dollar. My mom did not open her door. Thank God, Avales. My mom lives alone, but she was not alone. I suggest this person go back to the border. Right. And again, if you come in here, your intentions are so honorable. You passed through several other countries to get here. You could have stopped, even if you were fleeing your country, there are other countries you could have stopped. You could have worked. You came here. All right. So it's not all honorable. Andrew, Americans need asylum from this administration. Andrew gets it. Yes. What the heck? We need some reprieve. And like I said, for people that sit back, how you doing, Terry, on their laurels and say, oh, well, this isn't affecting me. This is coming to a town near you sooner or later. Because they're branching out into the suburbs. And if you didn't see my last video, go back and check it out. They're kicking American students out of their schools so they can shelter illegal immigrants. Now, tell me what you think about that. James, let's be honest, these people are here for good. Trump or no Trump, okay? James, yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see who wins the Oval Office this election cycle. And now that's what Trump said. Trump said he was going to bust them up and they're out of here. So that's what one of the main tenets that he's been saying. So let's see how this all goes. Because again, this is an unsustainable, untenable situation, folks. Donna Means, you can call me Lala. Okay, Lala. I live in the South. Last night I was at the laundrette and noticed at least 7 to 10 Latino men came to the laundrette. Okay. All right. James, he doesn't have the power. Okay. So again, guys, be cognizant of who you vote for. I've been telling you, don't look at skin color. Don't look at, or listen to what someone is telling you. You do your own research and make an intelligent decision as best you can. Another little scam they're running in New York and other Chicago. So these illegal immigrants are running into traffic, and we know, like New York and Chicago, that traffic, the traffic's brutal. They're running into traffic and pretending like they were hit by the car, and they're extorting Americans for money. So tell me what you think about that. I don't make this stuff up. I told you, I do a lot of reading and I watch a lot of videos. So now of the crimes that are being committed, extortion's up there too. Lions Pride said your Senate and your House have the true power to put any dents in illegal immigration, right? Lions Pride. So we need to be cognizant of not only who we're voting for president, but senators, congressmen, all of that's important. Okay, so everyone needs to get involved. And so, and one of you made the point, for Americans who do stay at shelters, you get 3 hots in a cot. They feed you. You get to sleep there, I think 5, 6 a.m. You have to get out. So you're thrown back into the cold. So American citizens do not receive those amenities. And I think it's a doggone shame. So tell me what you think about this. If you do live in a sanctuary city, again, I tried to give you some warning, some heads up. You even though it may be your property, you can't remove people from your own property. So be very cognizant of that. Be careful if you should run into this situation. Check the laws in your state. Okay. And like I said, I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm just telling you to be careful. So that you don't find yourself on the wrong side of the law, removing someone from your property. Lions Pride said, I'm definitely not voting Trump for president. Biden, like all presidents, have faults. I focus more on congressmen and congresswomen. Okay. So that's Lions Pride's take. So again, yeah, folks, your vote, that's your choice. Look at what the platform they're running on, their policy. That's the most important thing right now. I told you the gaslighting has already started, the ploys, the plots. Don't be fooled. Read policy, check, do your research on these people. Okay? All right. Well, I don't want to take all your time. If you're like me, you have to get ready for work tomorrow. I've thoroughly enjoyed this discussion. Like I said, those of you who are here, let me know if there are other topics you'd like for me to cover. Even after I end this stream, you can type it in the comment section, and I will do my research, watch some videos, go to some websites, and try to get the most up to date statistics that I can, and come back here and share it all with you guys. Okay. All right. Well, that's all for today. My ladies of Jobu Sports Report, of course, our Cowboys didn't make it. Just utter disgust, but we have to hold each other up and pray for next year. Hopefully, they can get it together. Thank you so much, Gina Dallas Diva. I thank all of you for being here. I've thoroughly enjoyed each of you. And I'll do it again. I'll be back here next Sunday, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you enjoy this content, share this with a friend, a neighbor, a family member, and let them know to be aware of the games and the tricks and the gaslighting that is coming. And that's here already. Ruby, Cowboys fans, there is room on the sofa with us Falcons fans. Thank you so much for the invite, Ruby. Yeah, we're going to join you on the sofa. We've been doing that 28 years. So hopefully we can break the cycle next year. Andrew, only 35 minutes. I'm calling the call. Andrew, you wanted a longer time. Was that not long enough for you, Andrew? Andrew, I didn't want to take all your time. I know you have to go to work. You have to prepare for work tomorrow like I do. Andrew, leave me a comment in the comment section. What do you want me to talk about? I promise I'll stay on a little longer for you next week. Is that all right, Andrew? The rest of you, all of you, enjoy your work week. And anything you want me to discuss? Love you too, Andrew. Anything you want me to discuss, folks, type it in the comment section and I will get on it. You know I will. All right. I've enjoyed you here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. I will see you here next Sunday, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.